Acting Managing Director of National Inland Waterways Authority, Mr. Danladi Ibrahim. You're welcome, sir. Stories had it that he was one acting managing director that acted for quite a while. He will act, stop, act again. Please, you're welcome, sir. Thank you very much. Of course, we also have in our presence, my Oga, the former Director General of the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency. You're welcome, sir. Because you looked at me, I was afraid of calling your name. You used to say Sasa only, but I will call your name. Please, let's welcome Barrister Temiso Umaseye with a round of applause. While at that agency, he was very instrumental in spearheading a lot of reforms and making NIMASA putting it on the foot that it is now, that other people come and move on. So we need to very warmly recognize him. The former General Manager, Public Affairs of the Nigerian Ports Authority, Mr. Chris Boha. Can we give a round of applause? Thank you very much, sir. We also have in our midst Mrs. Funke Agbo, Senior Advocate of Nigeria. She is the President of the Nigerian Maritime Law Association. Can we welcome her with a round of applause, please? Mr. Akombi Williams, Director, International Ocean Institute, Nigeria. You're welcome. Let's give him a round of applause. Thank you very much. Mrs. Patty Obantola, the Joint Institute of Oceanography and Marine Research. She's here. Let's welcome her with a round of applause. Thank you very much. Dr. Stephanie Waniku, National Coordinator, Stephanie Waniku, National Coordinator for Nigeria's Global Blue School Network. Let's give her a round of applause. You're welcome, ma'am. Yes, this is what happens when you are not given complete information. Please, you pardon me. I am told that you are the second in command of the Nigerian Institute of Oceanography and Marine Research, not just from that area. Please, can we give her a better round of applause, please? We have, shortly joining us will be our landlord here today. He is already around. I think he's just putting finishing touches to his personnel, and he will be here with us. I'm talking about the Admiral Superintendent and Chief Executive Officer of the Naval Dockyard Limited, Rear Admiral Abolaji Orederu. He will join us shortly. When he comes, we'll also recognize him properly. And you know the way the Navy operates, when their guy is coming, all of them come in their whites, and they will come. That's why we haven't seen them here, even though it's in their house, but just across the hall here. They'll be joining us very shortly. But in order not to take too much of our time, we would like to quickly, since we even started behind schedule, we would like to quickly respect our dear country, Nigeria, by all standing as we sing the national anthem. DJ, if you're ready for us, not all of us know this national anthem, so please, you will help us. We are still learning. The old one, I learned it when I was in nursery 1. It's still in my head. Please, can we go? Hang on, please. Hang on, please. You know, it is normal that when the national anthem is sung or played, hold on. The gentlemen of the services in uniform always take a salute. So now that he's here with us, please let me recognize him properly before we do that. Our hosts, our landlord here, I'm talking about the Superintendent, Admiral Superintendent and Chief Executive Officer of the Naval Dockyard, Rear Admiral Abolaji Orederu. Can we give him a round of applause? I know that his delegation will be joining us shortly. Please, we can take the national anthem now. DJ, please, let's go.
Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Though tribe and tongue may differ, In brotherhood we stand, Nigerians old and proud to serve our sovereign motherland. Our flag shall be a symbol that truth and justice reign. In peace all battle honored, and this becomes us day to hand unto our children a banner without stain. O God of all creation, grant this our one request. Help us to build a nation where no man is oppressed, and so with peace and plenty Nigeria may be blessed.
Thank you very much. As we are standing, let's take the pledge as our opening prayer. Let's go. Pledge to Nigeria, my country, to be faithful, loyal, and honest, to serve Nigeria with all my strength, to defend her unity, and uphold her honor, and so help me God. Thank you very much. Let's be seated. And please, let's give ourselves a round of applause, please. We sang it so well. I know before long we'll be singing it very, very well. All right, thank you very much. At this juncture, I am told that there is a safety brief to be given. I don't know if it's going to be projected in a video for all of us to see. DJ there, are we projecting a safety brief, please, so that we take heed. We'll know where the heads are. I'm in a military formation, let me call it that way. Where the heads are and the exits are. Thank you very much. Please go on.
You with the before we commence the day's event, permit me to quickly acquaint you with the safety brief of this conference hall. Safety is our number one priority. In an unlikely event of an emergency, please take note of the following information. You are presently seated at the conference hall of the Naval Dockyard Limited. In this conference hall, we have the main entrance, which is the door to your right, and two emergency exits, clearly marked, Exit 1 and 2. Exit 1 is located by the left side of the hall, while Exit 2 is located at the front right of the hall directly beside the stage. In the case of immediate evacuation, audience seated on the right are to exit the hall through the main entrance. Audience seated on the left are to exit through Exit 1 by the left side of the hall. Audience seated in front of the hall are to use Exit 2 directly in front of the hall. Please exit the hall in an orderly manner to the designated muster point at the parade ground, immediately behind the hall. Please remain there for further instructions. In the case of an emergency, the medical and fire service personnel are on standby to respond accordingly. The convenience is situated behind Exit 2. The female convenience will be directly in front of you, and the male convenience to your right. Thank you for your rapt attention.
Thank you very much. I'm sure we are all very aware. For the purpose of clarity, as Exit 1, emergency exit, not for us to use all the time, and this is the second emergency exit. We also must understand that the conveniences are this way. So we are very well protected. Nothing is going to happen. But being safety conscious is very important and critical. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. At this point, I'd like to invite somebody I've known for a while. If I knew her when she cut her teeth in journalism in the maritime industry. She started little, she has been tenacious, she has persevered, she has grown in leaps and bounds, she has done many firsts. I think she's the one who started the first maritime TV in the Nigerian maritime media industry. I think she's also the first that started this Africa, what do you call it, African Maritime Art Exhibition. She's also the first that had come up with, not the first that had really come up with the Maritime Rights Project, because we have a lot of people do that with people, with children, school children. But she is the first that has come up with that done and been published into a book that we presented later today. Very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, with a round of applause, please join me as we welcome the convener of today's event and program director, Mrs. Ezine Azona.
Okay. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let me do it the right way because this is the part of the business I always falter at. I hope I don't do that today. It's out of excitement, actually. The chairman of this occasion, Honorable Bola Oyebamiji, MD Niwa, who is here represented by Engineer Dangana Mohammed Amin, who is the GM Projects Management and Special Duties, Radmiral Abolaji Orediro, our dear host, CEO Naval Dockyard. There are so many people I have to recognize. Barrister Temiso Mashe, former DG Nemasa, Dr. Pasi Obatola, Director Neoma. I see Mayoga, Barrister Danladi Ibrahim, former plenty acting MD Niwa, and he was also the GM Legal. I also see in the house one of the women I respect most in the industry, and I have followed her work closely, and I love her dearly. Our dear Madam Funka Agbo, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, the Director, International Ocean Institute. Okay. My immigration people from the PRO who is here representing the Comptroller Immigration Seaports and his colleagues. I see in the house my people from UNILAG, Diplomacy and Strategic Studies. Thank you very much for being here. I also see in the house the faculty of the Maritime Rights Project, an initiative that is very dear to me. And I see, okay, also in the house, forgive me, I said it before that it's usually like this, especially when I don't come in with a paper. But the port manager at Papa Port is here represented by the chief legal officer, the person of Barrister Maxwell Madakanam. Thank you for joining us, sir. And he came with an entourage. So we have the PRO of the port here, Madam Florent, and we have Madam Ronke, who is also the head Savicom in the port. And there are lots of other people who are here. I'm very excited to have you here. I'm very excited. Okay, I also see in the house the GM operations of the Nigerian Ports Authority in the person of Mr. Dr. Charles Bamidele Okaga. He's in the house. Thank you for joining us. I see the group head for LTT HR. I see Dr. Steph, of course. Thank you for being here with us. I want to just say a warm welcome to all of you. Now I'm in my comfort zone because I've left the greetings. So I want to say a warm welcome to everyone for being here. The African Maritime Art Exhibition is a project we started 3 years ago, and with the intention of driving further the campaigns of the industry, the agenda of the industry. We looked at it, having been in the industry for over 20 years. I think this is my 24th year. I've been able to see the gaps, and so together with the Amae team, we looked at it and saw that visual arts could actually lend a voice in what every one of us do in the industry, so that it becomes very easy for people to understand the industry. When they see us, when they see maritime, it's easier to associate with it. And of course, we're at the dockyard, and if you take a look, if you just take a walk around, you would notice that everything around the dockyard is about art. So it's a marriage of art and science, and it gives us very superb structures that are very formidable in the industry. And so I welcome you to this year's event. This year's event, we've tagged it History and Trends, Seascapes from the Nigeria's Blue Economy. Yes, we hope to address Africa, but why not begin from home? And that's what we've been doing in the past 3 years. Our work as media people, we've been able to use photography, we've been able to use textile prints like the one I'm proudly wearing today, to showcase the maritime industry. And then aside from getting into the exhibition place later today, where we'll be able to see various works. Today, by God's grace, we're also honored to be unveiling 3 compendiums of literature, maritime short stories that had been written by the young people adorned in the Maritime Rights Project. There are 17 of them who wrote the story. The youngest at the time of writing was about 11 years old, and the oldest amongst them, all females. Not that we didn't have males at the boot camps, we had males, but when it came to following through with the tediousness, because the rigors, we have Professor Tobalashe, Dr. Alausa, who is head of faculty, the rigors they go through. So after an intensive 4-day boot camp, they have to come back, and for a period of 1 year, they are interacting virtually with the faculty, going back and forth as groups and as individuals. And many of them stayed through. This 17, they stayed through. And this project is very dear to my heart, especially because, one, it is creativity unveiled again. Secondly, because we have seen from within them people who have won international awards, and every one of them credits the Maritime Rights Project for helping them through it. And so this year, I know you came ready to see the art. We have art. In fact, if we had more space, at some point, I just started feeling like I was the typical Oju Kokoro. Because if God gave me the stretch of the entire dockyard, I would have used it up, definitely, and brought all the art. But then today, we just beg of you to help us celebrate these young ones who have done graciously well and have put the maritime industry in the front burner again, speaking to various subjects. I'm sure the head of faculty would talk about that. So that is the other part of this program. I just hope that you enjoy your stay. We're open today formally, and the show runs through tomorrow from 10 a.m. tomorrow. And it also, did I say show? Yes, it's a show, but it's an actor exhibition. So it runs tomorrow here at the pitch there. And next tomorrow we start at 12 because it's Sunday. And you can come in with your family, you can come in with your friends, you can tell people to come in here. And I tell you, you'll be glad you shared your weekend with us. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Let's give her a louder round of applause, please. Thank you very much. I'm sure we all can see how passionate she is about these things. And while she was here, she graciously took part of my responsibility and welcomed some guests here. So, Izine, thank you very much for helping me out. Then, for those that I suspect you didn't, I will quickly recognize as we move on. Let's quickly recognize, and I miss my mommy and madam at work, Dr. Mrs. Felicia Morgo, a former director and DIMASA and CEO of African Maritime Sustainability Initiative. Let's give her a round of applause properly. She isn't alone. She is with Mrs. Carol Ufere, a former general manager at the Nigerian Ports Authority. Let's give her a round of applause. Thank you very much. You are welcome. Okay, we're making progress. I explained earlier that our event here will not be so long. So we'll quickly go to the chairman's opening address. I've told all of us here today that the chairman of this occasion was supposed to be the managing director and chief executive officer of National Inland Waterways Authority, that's NIWA, Mr. Bola Oyebamiji. For the exigencies of duty, he is unable to be here with us today, but I sent a very fitting representative, the general manager of special duties in that organization, Engineer Dangana Mohammed. Please, let's welcome with a round of applause as he comes to deliver the chairman's remarks.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you. Permit me to stand on the already well-established protocol. While I'm standing, I want to especially appreciate our host, Rear Admiral Abolaji Orederu, for giving us this opportunity to be here. Let me also especially welcome all heads of agencies ably represented here, other members of the security operatives that are here. I want to also especially recognize my boss, Barrister Danladi Ibrahim, for all that he has done in putting the the National Inland Waterways where it is today. We appreciate your contribution, sir. You are welcome. Good morning, all. I want to start by saying the Marine and the Blue Economy Ministry is a sector that was specially put in place by this administration to actually harness all maritime resources and to ensure that our maritime domain provide the best for this country so that we can also compete and become leaders that we are supposed to be in Africa. My duty today is to actually set the tone for today's event, and I will quickly do that. This year's third edition of the African Maritime Art Exhibition with the theme History and Trend, Seascapes from Nigerian Blue Economy. My name is Engineer Mohammed Amin Dangana. I'm here representing the Managing Director of the National Inland Waterways Authority in person of Mr. Bola Oyebamiji, who is unavoidably absent. This 3-day event is an opportunity to showcase our nation's rich maritime heritage. The Waterway Seascape presents a pictorial representation of the scene at the sea, And we have a lot of these with the African coastlines, particularly in Nigeria. Generally, the seascape represents a piece of art that depicts the sea shorelines. The inland waterway is a very vital component of African transportation network that provide access to remote areas and contribute to the economic growth of the nation. Art has a powerful ability to communicate complex ideas and evoke emotional response. As the chairman of the African Maritime Art Exhibition 2024, I am honored and committed to promoting African-rich artistic and maritime legacies. Also to showcase. Sorry, a moment. My slide went off. Yes. As the chairman of this African Maritime Art Exhibition 2024, I am honored and committed to promoting African-rich artistic and the maritime legacies. Also, committed to promoting African artistic and maritime legacies, and also showcase remarkable artistic talents. I look forward to all of us learning from each other and having a very fruitful deliberation. Together we can inspire collective actions toward a deeper appreciation of the art and culture rooted in our nation. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Can we give the MD of NIWA another round of applause, please? Okay, very quickly, I'd like to also, as you know, I had stated that as the guests coming will recognize those who need to. So please, you pardon me for this. You know, when you go for an event, you're coming as a very important person, and then you sit down there, and they don't even mention your name. Don't call you up to speak. If they invite you next time, you won't come. And you know, Azin is just starting. Want you all of you to come next time. So please, as much as possible, please excuse me, I will recognize you as you come. So that when we invite you for the 4th edition, we're sure that you will come and still support it like you've always done. Thank you very much. I'd like to recognize Mr. Raphael Akpan. He's the Zonal Director of the Nigerian Broadcasting Commission here in Lagos. He's representing the Director General of that agency, Barrister Charles Ebuebu. Can we give him a round of applause, please? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And my senior brother and former friend just walked me as well. Who said, why can't we can have former friends? When your friend doesn't keep in touch again, he's former. Yes, I'd like to very respectfully recognize him here. He's with us. Chief Dr. Engineer Emmanuel Megua. Can we give you a round of applause, please? You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you very, very much. Next to give us a goodwill message. Goodwill messages, please, will take two minutes at the most. We really need to look at those paintings, those photographs. They are very lovely. And we need to get down to this business before we even look at the photographs. So I would like to crave our indulgence that please take 2 minutes or even less. I will appreciate you if you do less. So I'd like to invite the representative of a Nigerian Immigration Service. He stepped out? Okay. He's coming. When he comes back, he'll do. I think he went to use the convenience. And by the way, I am told that there is another way you can get to the convenience. Isn't this way? So let's use this as an emergency exit. So I know it won't happen. So I'm expecting anybody coming here so that you don't distract people from the event we're having. You can just go out there. There's another door that links the convenience. Thank you very much. So let me invite quickly to the podium for a goodwill message the representative of the Nigerian Broadcasting Commission, Mr. Raphael Akban, to give a goodwill message at this event. Let's give him a round of applause as he comes up, please.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I stand to represent the Director General, National Broadcasting Commission, Barrister Charles Ebuebu, who is unavoidably absent this morning. He sent his felicitation to the organizers and the guests. He actually has this event on his mind. As at yesterday, he told me he was to come to Lagos. But unfortunately, I woke up to see his message to asking me to represent him in this event. So I want to really appreciate the organizers for having him this morning. So he sent his speech, which I'm going to read, if you permit me. So I stand on already or established protocol to read his message. This is the remarks from the Director General, National Broadcasting Commission, Barrister Charles Ebuebu. He said, "It is with immense pleasure and a sense of pride that he stands before you today as a special guest at the opening ceremony of the 3rd African Maritime Art Exhibition. This remarkable event, set against the iconic backdrop of the naval dockyard on Victoria Island, celebrates the intersection of maritime heritage, artistic expression, and Africa's dynamic cultural tapestry. The maritime domain has always been pivotal to Africa's development, connecting civilizations, fostering trade, and shaping the diverse cultures we celebrate today. From the historic trade routes of the West African coast to the bustling ports of our present-day economies, the sea and oceans have served as silent witnesses to our continent's growth and resilience. Today, this exhibition is not just a display of art, but a tribute to the men and women who have navigated our waters and contributed to Africa's maritime legacy. It is a reminder of our shared history, the importance of preserving our maritime ecosystems, and the need to inspire future generations to embrace the maritime industry as a cornerstone of sustainable development. The featured works by talented artists from across Nigeria vividly captured the essence of our maritime stories, its triumphs, its challenges, and its untapped potentials. Each piece is a testament of the power of creativity to educate, inspire, and unite us in pursuit of shared goals. To our esteemed stakeholders in the maritime sector, your continued commitment to supporting the growth of maritime-related industry is deeply appreciated. This collaboration between cultural institutions and the arts communities underscores the interconnectedness of our shared mission. As we embark on this journey through the exhibition, let us remember that art, like the sea, knows no boundaries. It has the power to bring us together, bridge divides, and deepen our understanding of the world and each other. let this event serve as a platform to promote dialogue, innovation, and collaboration within Africa's maritime sector. I wish to extend my heartfelt congratulations to the organizers of this exhibition for their dedication and vision. To the artists, I say thank you for sharing your exceptional talents and perspectives with us. Your works inspired us to see the maritime industry not only in a means of economic empowerment, but also as a source of cultural pride and identity. Ladies and gentlemen, I encourage you to immerse yourself in the beauty, depth, and stories that this exhibition offers. May it ignite a renewed commitment to preserving our maritime heritage and exploring the vast opportunity it presents for our collective futures. I thank you so much. That is the speech from the Director General, National Broadcasting Commission, Charles Ebuebu. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's give him another round of applause. If I had known that was what he was going to do, I would have said he's coming up to present a keynote address, not a goodwill message. But I forgot. National Broadcasting Commission, their work is to talk, to send messages. So yes, you did 2 minutes exactly, and we thank you for that. Please let us welcome in our midst Captain Olubemiga Abidoye, a former sport administrator and industry leader. He is also a former executive director of marine operations with the Nigerian Ports Authority. Please let's give him a round of applause. You're welcome, sir. Thank you. At this point, I will call the delegation from the Nigerian Immigration Service, led by the Port PRO, to quickly come forward and do their 2 minutes. In fact, the longer you make, you note that those coming behind you, their time will be reduced, because at a certain time, we want these books to be presented. Won't pass. Thank you. Let's give a round of applause, please.
Please permit me to rest on the already established protocol. Unfortunately, I got distracted by an equally important message from the office. So I had to step out briefly. I'm sorry for that. Having said that, I will quickly state that there is a point of interaction, that is where a meeting point between migration, art, and indeed tourism in general. People migrate for different reasons, for occupational reasons, then for recreation. And I think it's for this latter part, recreation, that this naturally falls into. Now, in our O-level literature in English, we're told that the part of the functions of literature is to either educate, to entertain, and to inform. In this case, we are being informed through pictures that are written by individuals. For those who are visually impaired, for example, they have immense benefits to derive from what we are witnessing today. But before I proceed, sorry, I am Augustus Maiso, the Public Relations Officer, Nigeria Immigration Service, Lagos State Ports and Marine Command, representing the controller who is unavoidably absent. So, having said that, the marine and blue economy sector plays a very key role in our national development. And it is only important that we devise different means of drawing attention to the industry. Literatures abound, but we all know, because of the advent of social media, people become, permit me to use the word, somehow lazy to read. And that is the need for us to have pictures. At a glance, you look at this, and you understand the sector. Talking about fine arts, we are told about the law of perspective. Draw what you see and not what you think it should be. What we see today is a clear depiction of what the maritime industry represents. Because my time has been limited to 2 minutes, I beg that you permit me to end it at this point. So on behalf of the Controller, Lagos State Ports and Marine Command, I thank the organizers and indeed congratulate the young writers. I was, like you, as a student member of the ANA, Association of Nigerian Authors. So we belong to the same family. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Well, now I know one person who must buy this book. You. You are Anan. I know you are collecting books as well. You will collect this one too. So thank you very much. Congratulations to the Maritime Rights Project. You have a buyer in Mr. Augustus Miro. Thank you very much, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Very quickly and moving on, I'd like to invite Mrs. Patty Obatola, as I'm told, second in command of the Nigeria Institute of Oceanography and Marine Research. Please, can you come forward for your goodwill message? Thank you, ma'am. Let's give her a round of applause as she moves to the podium.
We are still in the morning. I'm waiting for them to settle down. So you can't start counting my minutes yet. You can't. Like I said, it's still morning, so I can still greet everybody. Good morning. Ezine, you actually caught me off guard this morning. You only invited me to come here, and now you are telling me I have to represent the institute. But that beats me. It's a good thing my being here today. I've known Ezine since like 3 years ago, 3 or 4 years back, when we interacted the first time. And I can see the passion that she exhibited in what she was doing. And today, I'm happy to see the young ones here. I always love, I'm not a feminist, but we can see what is happening now. The winners are all female. Like I said, I'm not a feminist. I believe in the ability of every individual, irrespective of whether you're a male or a female. What we are seeing here today is something that is very crucial. The MC mentioned the other time that people don't read again. And it's a bane in this generation. People find it difficult to read. And it is by reading that you increase your knowledge. And when people don't read, they tend to be shallow in whatever it is they're discussing. Pictorial, how will I put it now? Pictures tells us at a glance what the situation is. It makes it faster for us to grab what is on ground. So, and it's a very, very good way of documenting events and history. So, documenting the history of the maritime, of the African Maritime Seascape is very, very crucial. Because with this, generations to come will know what it was like in time past and what it is now, and where we can take it. So in this regards, I say, Ezine, congratulations, and also congratulations to everyone here. Nigerian Institute for Oceanography and Marine Research, you can, from the name of the institute, you can see that we are all about the ocean, and the maritime is about the ocean. And we need, and the nation and human beings, we derive a lot of benefits from the ocean. And it is very crucial for us to be friendly with the ocean if we actually want to get more from it. Because if we are not friendly and the ocean turns its back to us, we'll be the worse for it. Once again, I say congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Not just that these winners or writers are all female. Ma, I want you to know that the world has gone female. It was International Men's Day.
Forces in a nation. It's not just about the institutions now. Let's build the people first. When we build the people will build the processes. And the processes will outlive all of us. Please, let's appreciate Ezine. She approached me. She came with this dream and said, we can do this. I know you said while we're in school, because
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Uche Nahiri. I in a Poetry Out Loud contest and won second place. And I received a scholarship from Chevron and African Leadership Academy to attend a 2 weeks all-expense-paid trip to South Africa for an engineering leadership program because of an SAI route. I also had the privilege to volunteer at the primary school I attended to teach the pupils during the summer school program for free. I taught them creative writing and ICT, and also started a conservation club in the school, where we focused, during the summer program, we focused mainly on plastic pollution. I taught them to recycle, to reuse, and to reduce waste, plastic waste. After the summer program, the English teacher at the school called me to teach her some of the techniques I taught the students to use to write their essays, which I learned from the Maritime Rights Project in 2022. Upon graduating from secondary school, I was honored to receive the Citizenship Award for good character, excellence, and most achievements. Currently, I am studying computer science, and I hope to use technology to tackle environmental issues. The Maritime Rights Agency has been a key influence in all of my achievements. They instilled in me the importance of environmental protection and helped me better my writing skills. I am very happy to be called an author. All the effort you put into impacting our lives during the program has helped shape me into who I am today. To Mrs. Ezine, who checks up on us once in a while, debuted Dr. Alausa, and all other magnificent facilitators, it was a privilege learning from great minds like you. And to my dad, who always makes our time to show up for me, to show up to all my programs and to support my passions, I'm extremely thankful. I'm excited to continue this journey, and I'll forever be thankful for the foundation you've given to me. Thank you.
Let's give her a louder round of applause, please. You said your dad always shows up. I hope he's here today. Mr. O'Hare, is he here? Please rise for recognition. Thank you very much. You've done very well. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let's give a round of applause. Thank you. You're welcome. This Professor Adigbite Tobola says there's a small comment he needs to make. There's always a devil in details, and there's a printer's devil somewhere.
All right, thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Several people came here. They stood on the existing protocol. In fact, somebody rested on the existing protocol. So I'm going to stand by the existing protocol. All right, it's a pleasure to be here this afternoon. We thank God for Alpha, the Maritime Rights Project. Dr. Alausa said it started 2020 when that idea was shared with me, and I said, I'll give it all it takes. The Maritime Rights Project, building lives. That's what we do. We said we have all ladies. Yeah. More times we get ladies or girls come. But in all, I think we've had more than 70 participants that we have trained in the 4 years that we have done. And of course, it is just these 17, yes, that's taking it through, just like Ezine said. 150 are good. So my figures are not correct. About 150. All right, so we only had this 17 who went through the rigors. Is to teach them this one, we won't make it go public. And we said, no, you cannot do without some of these things. Even when we walk, sometimes we falter. Okay, so we will allow it go, but for the subsequent ones that will be printed, the errors will be corrected. The errors, one error was, in fact, the 2 errors are just in titling. The title of the story is The Water Guard. But what we had in the content was the guard water. And I was like, how did the water guard turn to the guard water? And then another one, a Y of the story was removed. So we have like COR instead of story. So please bear with us. This will be corrected as we go on. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for that correction. At least it is not earth-shaking like one of my bosses would say. You said you trained 70. That was just half. Isn't they said 150? But I wasn't surprised. You said your figures were not correct. Why would they be? You are a prophet. Make sure you got the figures correct. Please, let's give Professor a round of applause, please. And we are here. Please, can the people involved, can you please move, ushers, can you move this in forward? Because this is the real deal. We want to do a public presentation of these 3 books written by these young ones. They are very important for us to know that, at least even at their ages, they are contributing to the discourse on the blue economy and the prosperity of the maritime industry. Are we moving it forward? Are you supposed to rest there? I'm just talking about these. Just bring them so that we'll... And to do a public presentation, I don't know if you have been told before, but I'm out. She's your daughter, that you will handle it, you moderate and control it from there until such a point when you think it's okay, then you will hand the microphone back to me. When you have satisfied yourself, call me. I will quickly come. I know they were taking you. I understand. But you know you are always capable, sir. That is why. Thank you very much. Can we give a round of applause as he comes up to the podium? Thank you very much. Where is the scissors? Bring it. He will do that after a few words, please.
You're actually okay. So I'm standing beside the existing protocols. So when this idea came, it first came in 2019 thereabout, and of course, in a haste, I went out writing letters to all the 5 big agencies in the industry, and not one responded. In fact, one particular one frustrated me. And I made up my mind that I was not going to pursue this project. Then one day it was a Worcester event at Oriental. And the industry, the thing that was being said was how we didn't have people coming into the industry. There was the gap was there. And I stood up with a microphone and I just said, that before I got into the industry, I knew nothing of it. And that the only book I had read that, in fact, that day I forgot about Chica and the River. I said it was Robinson Crusoe, Daniel Defoe's Robinson Crusoe. That was the only book I read on the maritime sector. And that there was none in the industry. And when I finished, it was quiet, silent, and everybody went. So I felt like, you've talked again, nobody understands. And before I got to the house, Engineer Greg called me on the phone. And he said, isn't it, that was brilliant. I said, sir? As if God just knew that was the nudging I needed at the moment. So he said, that was brilliant. That was brilliant. I understand what you're saying. So I narrated the ordeal of the past year. And he said, once you're ready to go, I would support you. And it was that gave me the courage to call Dr. Alausa, who was my HOD in school. And after sharing, Dr. Alausa was the very second person I spoke to about it. And of course, he went all the faculty, he got everybody involved. And till date, there is nobody who demands a kobo from us, whether as industry mentor or as a faculty member. So we just take it upon ourselves to do whatever we have to do. I would also, at this point, want to, and I said it there, that besides both of them, to everyone who makes a sacrifice to move in the industry forward, this book is dedicated to you. So I'll hand over to you, sir.
Let's appreciate Ezine for. She's in a hurry for me to unveil. Anyone that knows Ezine will know that she dreams well ahead of her time. She's very innovative in her thinking. And she's quite often misunderstood because where she's thinking, at the level at where she's thinking, you're not there yet because of the realities. What you are pioneering is going to impact not just this country, but this continent. Mark my word. Having said that, if I say that I actually understand fully what you people are doing, I am lying. You have doctors, you have professors, you have the young lady who made a speech, and I'm asking myself, well, we old school, let us pretend to just go along with them. I retired about 3 years ago from active practice, but the maritime sector has been very dear to me because that's the life I know. I would like to join the Admiral Superintendent who our matter will go settle and we are not in uniform. I actually thought I was going to come and look at you eyeball to eye, so I dressed like you will, but I didn't find any epaulets. If you look at our uniforms, a very passionate marine engineer who has done a lot in the Navy to keep our profession up there. Well done. We're waiting for you. Isn't it? Thank you very much for the recognition. I actually forgot completely the incidents she made reference to until she sent me a metamorphose from that seed. I am not scared. I'm not scared because I have juggernauts and powerful people. I have a very dear friend who she must always stand by me, she knows. So permit me to invite all the people in the front row to join us, and especially my friend Nadi, controller, please join us as well as we unveil this. Please come along. And then a whole senior advocate herself, the head of the Maritime Law Association of Nigeria, Barrister Funke Abo. Okay, where's the MC? Oh, yes, of course. The faculty, director, professor, please come on. And my brother and friend, Nadi, please come up. Are there other people you want to bring up to? We'll take turns. So. Okay. My SAM, please. I always like to, I feel safe when you are by me because there are legal issues that sometimes emanate by a simple speech. Okay. What do I do now? Where's the chairman? Please step forward, sir. The Admiral, please. Our chief host. That's what I wanted to do, and then share the copies. Okay, to the glory of God, it is my singular honor and privilege to unveil these books from Amae. chief host. I'm praying fervently that by the time I finish sharing, there will be none for me. Oh well, please, we give them one. We start from there, just to make sure everybody has a copy, including you. There are different books, eh? So that's what you mean. Can somebody help me then? Can somebody help me? Bring all the books and then three in one. We got three. There are some people here, please. This way. You've got your three. My brother. Temisa. How now? Okay. I would like to invite the father of that young lady to join us, please. Yes, you can now move this around. Please come on, John. Isn't there? You should be. Where's the chairman, please? It's very important. Please let our senior advocates say the word, please. Okay, paparazzi, can we all look at the camera now, please? Now, having done this, I think it's only proper that we support this initiative.
Thank you, sir.
This definitely costs money to produce. All the work that they've done so far, they've traveled far and wide in the country. All of it costs money. And I would like to invite the chairman to set the ball rolling. I know that they say that civil servants don't announce in the public, but you can whisper in the public. It's chairman, sir. We want to also say a quick word about this.
Thank you very much. I'm confident I have our mommy beside us, the SAN. In case I falter, she will protect me. Yes, thank you so much. I think a lot have been put in achieving this level of progress. And let me especially also commend Madam Ezeni. I've known her for long also. While I was the area manager, Niwa Wari, she came in assignment and she did very well. So I'm not surprised. We will support you. Be rest assured that Niwa is going to give you the necessary support like we have been doing. And especially on this, we will definitely support you. Thank you very much.
How much did he say?
Thank you very much. That's highly appreciated. Now our chief host here.
Thank you, sir. All protocols observed. This is a very good initiative. And like I said, Naval Dockyard will support and continue to support this wonderful effort. Two things I'm going to say here. For the books, we are going to support with an undisclosed amount.
Please write undisclosed amount.
It will be worth the while. Secondly, I feel very strongly that I should do this. And Naval Dockyard is going to issue the young lady that won the award.
Soheri. Miss Soheri.
Uche Oheri. Naval Dockyard will give you a 1-year scholarship in your school. I had to quietly ask her dad where she's schooling. Make me school no day abroad. So when I saw that it's in Nigerian university, I said, okay, that one, we can carry that one. So congratulations to you. And we'll still look at other ways we can support the Maritime Rights Project. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, permit me now to honor the senior advocate in the house.
Thank you very much. I'm actually absolutely delighted to be here. Ezine, you've done a fantastic job. I'm very, very impressed by what I see. We know the maritime sector is a passionate sector for all of us who are involved here. It's this passion that keeps us here. And whenever we're talking about the maritime sector, we always say, oh, the women should do more. I'm so delighted. I'm absolutely excited that these young ladies may be our forerunners in terms of the future. And that is what the blue economy is all about as well. So we will want you to shoulder on. We will fly, above us and beyond us. So I'll be contributing to this effort in my own personal capacity with a gift of 1 million naira.
Can we give a round of applause, please? Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You can see I'm in the spirit. Well, the MC said earlier that women are allowed to take over. So, madam, over to you.
Thank you very much. Earlier, I'm twisted, but all the same, it is definitely for a good. I can assure you that the Institute is going to support you with an undisclosed amount.
Where are the masquerade? I forgot.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Maxwell Madakolam. Permit me to stand on the existing protocol. I represent the port manager at Lagos Port Complex. I commend this initiative. It's a wonderful initiative. It's an initiative that we preserve. Well, before I go on, let me pay homage to the Leonard Silk and the other senior members of the bar. Thank you very much. I commend you for this project because it's a project that will preserve the culture, the maritime culture of Nigeria, not only Nigeria, Africa, and rest of it. And it will help the young ones, as you have started doing, putting in place a succession plan that will carry this thing to a higher height. We commend you highly. On behalf of my port manager, we will launch this book with an amount to be communicated to Ezine. Ezine being, she's our person. She has been doing a lot of things with us, and we will continue partnering with her in Jesus' name. Well done, everybody.
Thank you, my brother.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Let me appreciate all the dignitaries here because I don't have the protocol list. But before I make further comment, I want to say that Ezine has exceeded my expectations. However, success has no limit. So I will say that you will still be exceeding my expectations. When I met Ezine sometime in 2002, she was just a rookie reporter that was introduced to me as also a young public relation officer then. And it's amazing what she has become. And she has delved into book writings and mentorship, which is what has been lacking in the industry. Ezine, thank you very much. I'm also not too happy that MPA is now claiming you because Nigerian Customs Service actually brought you up. You first started with us, and you've grown, and we're very proud that you've had branches now and you are rooted in the industry with several branches. I will join our chief host in supporting the writer. I will give that writer a laptop in my personal capacity. And then...
Sorry, sir, we don't have only one writer. Let's make that very clear. That's just the only one that won an international award. We have...
Okay, the one that won international award, one laptop. And then we will see how we can also support and mentor the rest. Incidentally, I have also written a book that is yet to be launched about the maritime industry. We actually x-rayed the maritime community, and we are trying to find out how our activities are impacting the life of these people that have given us so much. So we are writing a book on the Papa and the Jegule community and the Soran community, the Gogoro village, the Monkey village, everybody. We're experiencing their lifestyles. I will want to plead with Ezine that I will give the honor of inviting all the guests here to that, but I'll pass it through you since you've become an expert in this. Yes, we will also support you financially. And thank you very much. God bless you.
Now, I'd like to invite the former DG Nimasa, Barrister Temisa Omashe.
Good afternoon, everybody. All protocols duly observed. Sincerely speaking, an initiative, and I sincerely appreciate her for this wonderful initiative. As a matter of fact, that I was sitting there, I was saying to her, I said, look, there's a way we can monetize what she's doing by looking at the possibility of doing NFT, especially when it comes to your paintings. Let's create an NFT platform where we can digitalize it, because I've seen that the environment, our marine environment, is actually beautiful when you look at the pictures that are being taken. And I think as much as possible, we should see how we can digitalize it, because you'll be shocked by the people around the world who are quite interested in looking at the lovely pictures. And also, we also look at the opportunity of how we can engage the likes of Yaba Tech and many of our painters, how we can move the paintings to canvas, and also digitalize it as well and put it under an NFT platform where we can actually sell them so they can earn some good money from it, but riding under your platform, and then at least you can make some money from it while they're making, because I do know that that is an area, because people are loving African paintings. Anything African is actually being loved around the world. And I was even thinking of the waterfall at Obudu. We can see it from the top, but it takes you miles to get there. These are the kind of things we have, Ogusi, River Lake resorts, and there's so many of them. You don't necessarily need to paint them. You can take a picture of those things and digitalize them and put them under an NFT platform. So I do believe the opportunities are quite vast. I must also say Nigeria is a blessed country, and whatever we're going through is only temporal. Things are going to get better because we have the human manpower and we have the youths who are here, and I'm so grateful that you're bringing them up in the right direction. Maybe the dreams we cannot live, maybe we can live it through them and see how it can actually happen. So it's absolutely wonderful to actually be here. I'm a retiree. I will tell you, you call me and tell me what it is, but the little we have will definitely support you, and it will not be anything, but we'll definitely support you. If we cannot, we'll do the financial one. But anything else, when you need me, you like to disturb me, but I don't mind, but you continue. So thank you all, and God bless you all. And most especially, God bless Nigeria.
Thank you. Once an orator, always an orator. Barrister, DG. Okay, now I'd like to bring a very special friend of mine whom I haven't seen for a long time, Mr. Danladi. I was surprised when I walked in. I wasn't quite sure he was one sitting there until he gave me something which I'm going to talk about sometime. Yes?
My name is Aladi Ibrahim, former acting manager to National Inland Waterways Authority. For me, whatever I will say about Ezene, it will be an understatement, because I have been with her in several projects. One of them is just what I just gave you this morning. Boat Mishap Response Foundation. Having come from that subsector, and together with Ezene, we thought we can do something to fill in that gap that government cannot fill. Because Boat Mishap has been an embarrassment to the country. And therefore, we came together with Ezene to come up with that foundation and trying to fill up that gap. Before I retired, Ezene was on my head day and night with late Mrs. Orax. That lady, before you retire, you must write a book on inland waterways. And that was what we did. Unfortunately, we are yet to convey it, but I think any moment from now, we'll invite everyone here to launch that book. Isn't a passion for the industry cannot be quantified, I'm telling you. She is just something else. For my monetary contribution, I will give 250,000 as a retiree. You know I'm a retiree. So please keep on flying. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I would like to burden the members of the team who've been working with you and making sacrifices. But if there's anybody else here who, NBC, and immigration.
I want to sincerely appreciate this work. And I know if my Director General was here, he would have really said a lot, because he's someone who likes writing creative works too. And again, it is something that really captured my attention, seeing the interest, seeing the initiative that Ezene brought in, and trying to lay the foundation from the youths. And they have written something that could be referred to in the nearest future. This is indeed a great thing. I must congratulate you. Well, I don't have the powers to say anything here concerning the support, but I'm very, very certain that the Director General will do something. But I can't really mention, but I'm very sure NBC will support this too. Thank you so much, Ezine.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. As someone who has been involved in creative writing, the first thing that I looked out for was the titles. And I must confess that all the three titles in my hand are quite captivating. Then as someone who was born in the creeks, so to say, from the state called Bayelsa, I can feel the tide, I can feel the current, and I can say that the horizon is quite bright. Thank you, sir. Now, to talk about donations, permit me to be silent on the part of the office, but when I get to the office, I will communicate. But as someone who has been a student member of Association of Nigerian Authors, I will not be specific, but I will do something about it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Have I missed out? Now, I would like to invite the father of the young lady to come and say something, please.
Thank you, sir, for the privilege. First of all, I have to appreciate the Maritime Rights for the opportunity the platform have given to my daughter. And especially as in she's like a mother. It's not only the organizational programs, but she always makes sure she talks to these children after every other thing. I know many times she will call to know how Uchenna is faring and also encourage her. So I'm so happy and I appreciate the platform for the opportunity given to my daughter. And also to thank all the people that have spoken. I thank you for the scholarship that the Navy has given to my daughter, and also my brother that has given her laptop as well. And to show appreciation so that I wouldn't be like Oliver Twist. I have to support the program with 100,000.
Thank you very much. Where is the daughter, please? Where is she? Can you come forward? Okay. I'm going to discuss with the Leonard Seal to see how we can sponsor a bill in the legislative arm of government to unzip the mouth of civil servants in events like this. Have you got a set of this? You don't? Okay. Can I have another set, please? That's for you. Yes. Usually, when the president is in an event, he's always the last to speak. Is that correct by protocol? I haven't said I'm president, so I don't want to be arrested. I want to thank everybody who has generously supported this initiative. It's an ongoing work. The fact that we support today doesn't mean we won't support tomorrow, because we're always thinking big and expanding your coast. I would like to start by asking, how many maritime institutions do we have in the country? No, maritime schools, institutions. You have Unilag, Okerenkoko. Can somebody count for me, please? Unilag, Okerenkoko, Oron,
Nigerian Maritime University.
USC.
Okerenkoko.
The one in Delta. Okay.
College of Fisheries.
Okay. I would like to donate 10 copies of these sets to each of these institutions. Please just, at your price of 25,000 each, right? These sets. Now for my own organization, 10 sets, please. And then finally, I would also emulate my SAN, 1 million naira contribution as well. I didn't take permission from. She said I didn't take, yes, as a retiree, I should have probably taken permission from the MD. So what I'll do, this 1 million is my personal donation. And on behalf of the MD, 2 million naira. I will tell her you caused that. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you,
Can
sir.
we take another group of
Just
group
we need to
photograph?
have a proper photograph.
Yes,
so that
please.
some people stay here so that yeah, some people step down. Yeah, the ladies can stay here. The ladies can stay on the first. You can stay there, sir. So hold the books. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, this is fine. This is good. This is good. Thank you. Thank you very much. So we have, pardon? Yes, that's what I'm calling. All the writers, please come and join. No, I understand. So I'm so sorry to disturb you, but you can just move steps so that the writers all are down. Yes, just a step up, so that the writers stand in front here. No, don't you stay here with them. Please join. Just come stand at the video. Yes. Thank you. Where are they? Please, quickly. These are the only ones present, right? Okay. Quickly, join them. Let's join. Thank you. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. This event is not done yet. I can see so many people have been itching to make some support for these books. No, you can go and sit down, please. Thank you very much. So many people have been itching to do some contribution. I can see them. I do not want to call names, but I'm sure that you know yourselves and you invite. I have a second microphone here. Just tell us what's your contribution and we are good to go. We have 3 sets of books here. We have 3 dreams and a beach. We have the water guard and other maritime short stories. And we have the surfer in me and other maritime short stories. So these are the 3 books. You cannot come here and go without these books. There are books written by your children, and there are books that provide some content and increases discourse on the subject of maritime and the blue economy. So with the reason of fund, I can just come to you, we give you 3 copies of the book, and you give us a donation. I've just been told that all the 3 copies are 25,000. All the 3 copies, 25,000. Even that one, I know who wants to go. Take these copies. He doesn't want to go. Take 3 copies. If he wants more, give him. I'm going to give it to my senior brother, Emmanuel Megua. Thank you. He will talk to you privately. If he doesn't want me to announce it. Thank you. Dr. Mogo is here. You come and give her copies of this book. She, you know how many books she has written? She likes to have these things in this. And Mrs. Ufere, they are all there. Please get these copies to them. Let them have to talk to you privately. It is very important that we'll come here, we'll get these books, we'll support these young ones. 25,000 naira for the 3 copies. Thank you very much. Anybody who needs some will give. After here, we'll go for the exhibition. The art gallery has been set up. We'll see what Barrister Omasei was talking about earlier, about the lovely pictures. I saw pictures of the marina. I saw pictures of Mile 2. It is lovely from there. You would like it. And I believe that it will be fitting for your sitting rooms as well, in case you want to make purchases. Yes, as many as want to. We don't plan to spend the whole day here. So we'll be wrapping up shortly. But that will not be the end of the event, because the chairman of today's event will lead us all to that gallery where it has been set up. We'll feed our eyes and see the beauty that is the Nigerian maritime industry before we can proceed to our various offices, our homes, as the case may be. Ezine, how many copies are you giving me? I'm not buying. I have anchored this event for the last 3 editions. I have retired as an MC. It's only you that brings me out. So you don't pay me, so you pay me these books. I have children. Thank you very much for clapping for me. Thank you very much. Ezine, you have not answered. I have retired from MCing job. She's the only one who brings me out to come and do MC for her. And I've anchored almost all of her events. Thank you very much. Ma'am, you need copies, right? Please give her 3 copies. Yes, that's set. Thank you very much. Don't let me remind you to take names. A lot of people these days, these people are on the prowl. People don't do internet banking so much again, no mobile banking. So they will write you a check. And you have to go back to the office because they don't carry checks around, checkbooks around. So if you forget to take their names, you have lost that one. You don't expect a big man to be reminding you to come and collect your money. It will not work. Pardon? I have energy. Isn't please, can you come forward, please? Thank you very much. At this part of the event, we are wrapping up. Thank you very much. It's exactly 1 o'clock at this time, and I believe that this has just started. It will not end here. Other people who would hear about it would also make way to get in touch with Ezine and everybody involved to ensure they get copies of these books. At this point, I'm told Dr. Al-Kabeni, is he here with us? Yes, a faculty member of Maritime Rights. I've been told that you should come and do us the honor of telling all these distinguished people here, thank you, before the chairman can lead all of us to where the art gallery has been set up. Thank you very much. Let's give him a round of applause as he comes up, please. Thank you very much.
Well, since we are all leaving, maybe I should sleep on protocol, on existing protocol. Everybody has been standing and then some have been resting on it. Thank you very much for your presence here today. You don't know what you have done for us by recognizing the work that we have been doing all these years. We have been trying to raise giants. And those giants, though they are still sleeping, you have recognized them today as giants. And we are happy for your presence. We are happy for your words. We are happy for the donations. In fact, we are much, much more glad for the support that you have given us and the promise that anytime we come to you with our cup in hand like Oliver Twist, you will be ready to support us. So we say thank you from the bottom of our hearts. From the faculty members, we say thank you. From the writers, we also say thank you. And from Ezine, we say a very big thank you. Thank you very much. Do have a safe trip back. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. As you can see, the account details have been projected, so you can get them, take it down from there, and get in touch with the organizers accordingly. At this point, I'd like to thank each and every one of us here. Not as you want to be thanked, because I want to thank you so much for believing in this cause. If you did it, you won't sit here. I want to especially thank our chief hosts for not just granting us this venue and the facilities herein, but for sitting through it all with us, and above all, making this contribution. We are very grateful. I want to thank the chairman of the occasion for making time to sit through it with us. We are grateful. Our impromptu chief launcher and book presenter, I want to thank you very much for accepting to take that role and doing it so well. Every single one of you here, we are very grateful to have you. We want to thank you, Comptroller Nabdi, for coming, the Customs Area Controller of Tinkan Island. We want to thank you very much for coming and with your delegation. Thank you, everybody, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, for being here. My name is Daniel. We are not signing out completely. The chairman will lead us to the point where the art gallery has been set up, so that we'll feed our eyes, we'll reminisce on the beauty that is our maritime industry. Thank you very much and have a good afternoon.
interest because of the location. On one side, you have Tinkan Island and Apapa Port, and the other side, you have coastal communities where this crayfish and fish market happens, and large women who do I can't find it in my book. So this definitely speaks to the current times and trends. We'll call this fortune, pillars of fortune. Apapa Port, largely the busiest port in the country. And then here fabrics, they are also on sale. Thank you very much. And enjoy the cocktail. Cocktail is served. They'll bring it in. Mr. Nemo. Mr. Nemo.